the budget allocation for Karnataka is 7,559 crores. 7,559 crores. You may recall that during the UPA period, the budget allocation for a large state like Karnataka used to be only 835 crore a year. 835 crore every year on an average. Compared to that, the budget allocation that Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has given for Karnataka is 9 times more. 9 times. So 7,559 crores. There are 31 projects which are ongoing. Karnataka Samana Sahib ko bulana tha. There are 31 projects going on which are worth 47,000 crore rupees in Karnataka. 47,000 crore rupees. That means that much investment will be done in this state. 59 stations are being developed as Amrit Bharat, Amrit stations. Fully redeveloped. I'll share the list with you. 59 stations. We are also sharing with you very satisfying thing. In the last 10 years, a record number of flyovers and underpasses have been constructed. In Karnataka, 638 flyovers and underpasses have been constructed. This is a very large number. There is a long list of projects which are ongoing, for which allocations have been made, and the general manager and DRMs will be sharing the details of every project and also take your feedback. My request to GMs and DRMs is, please take the feedback from the media friends as well as public representatives on every project, and then accordingly take action. Now I will come to Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu, as you are aware, the UPA period of the average allocation was only 879 crores per year. In the UPA period, the average allocation for railways was only 879 crores per year. Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji and Finance Minister Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman ji have allocated 6,362 crores rupees for Tamil Nadu this year. 6,362 crores. This is very significant amount. It is 7 times the average allocation during the UPA period. 7 times. The projects which are ongoing within the state of Tamil Nadu and connecting to it are 33,467 crores. 33,467 crores. 77 stations are being developed as Amrit stations. We'll share the list with you. 687 flyovers and underpasses have been constructed in the last 10 years. There is a long list of projects. Progress depends upon land availability. We are constantly in touch with the state government for making sure that the land acquisition can be done at a faster pace. There won't be any dearth of funds for project execution. As soon as the land becomes available, projects can be expedited.
Where is the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu which are regulating that? That's why the treatment has been
I'll take all the questions. I'll come to Kerala now. In Kerala, during the UPA period, the budget allocation used to be a mere 372 crores per year. Only 372 crores rupees per year. 372. My apologies. Now we can take the questions.
Sir, I was The chief minister of Tamil Nadu is asking the central showed a step for the treatment towards Tamil Nadu. We've been asking for the release fund for the implementation of the projects, especially for the metro, metro. Some of the issues, the step pending, the projects are pending due to lack of financial assistance. Would you like to comment on that?
I would like to reply on this. For taking forward the projects in Tamil Nadu, the land which is required is 2,749 hectares, 2,749 hectares. The land which has been made available is only 807 hectares, 807. We require the support of the state for execution of the projects. There is no dearth of funds. Question is, it has to be, both sides have to make efforts for a project to proceed further. In some cases, if you ask me, I take one name also. One project, Rameswaram Dhanuskodi, they received an official letter from the government of Tamil Nadu to drop this project. Yes. They received an official letter from the state government to drop this project. There are so many projects which are delayed due to availability of land. So it's not a question. Our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi's commitment to developing the country, developing every state is genuine commitment, firm commitment, absolutely no discrimination. Every state is getting proper attention. Question is, the states also have to come out.
So, the last year budget allocation for Tamil Nadu in the allocation, and what is the current year allocation? What is the percentage of increase?
See, the current year allocation itself is a very large allocation. It's a record number. Question is, we can increase this further as long as the state government supports. Question is, we have to make sure that the land is also made available, then only the project can come.
Apart from other value projects, Tamil government is demanding to use the fund for metro projects, especially for the Chennai.
Last year's budget allocation was 6,080 crores, 6,080. 6,080. This year it is 6,362. So, see, we can make it 8,000 also. Progress has to be there on the ground. Once the land is acquired, then the allocation can be immediately increased, so that the project can proceed. So in metro, you have to check with the housing and urban development.
In Karnataka, how many new trains and new lines as well?
See, the new lines and the existing doubling, quadrupling, these projects are, the GM will give you the complete list. The GM and DRL, they will give you a complete list of the projects.
Well, the same Karnataka, we spoke about that project actually, related on this, what he said, I said that particular point he has focused extensively.
So, Karnataka, the state government, luckily we have Mr. Somannaji has emerged now. He is pursuing every day for land acquisition. I once again want to say with responsibility and humility that the state has to cooperate for a project to take forward. So we have to make sure that the state government also. So please ask this question to us, to the honorable CMs when you meet.
Actually, there is a money which is spent on the railway safety in both the states.
The overall budget for railway safety related activities is 1,09,000 crores. For the entire country, 1,09,000 crore rupees is the overall budget for safety related activities throughout the country.
For the crowd control especially, we have faced this trend from West Bengal, Odisha, towards Tamil Nadu and Kerala. This argument is problem of overcrowding, especially on the normal courses. So, to control.
Many more general coaches are being added. 2,500 general coaches are being added now. And in the coming 2-3 years, 10,000 general coaches more are getting manufactured. So that will reduce the crowding significantly.
Sir, one question that you interesting thing that you talked about that Tamil Nadu has requested to drop this bonus 40 project. It was one of the new and flagship projects supposed to happen by railways. What are the reasons they said? And the second thing, please help us to repeat the data. How much land is required from Tamil Nadu? How much is available? It's almost like 1/3 they have only provided.
I've given the data.
Yes, sir, I understood.
But I don't want this to be a, see, this is something because you asked this question, but our point is that we need to have cooperation between, our Prime Minister always says, it has to be cooperation-based federalism. Right? Our Prime Minister always tells that we have to make sure that all of us make our efforts cannot be unilateral. Efforts have to be both sides.
The revenue situation for the state government is not getting the required. Is it happening in the only in the non-BJP government whose state is not? Nobody can stand here and the problem is
No, it's not like that. It totally depends upon particular. I wouldn't like to isolate anybody, but we are getting very good cooperation in many non-BJP ruled states. Many non-BJP ruled states, we are getting very good cooperation.
So you have the problem with the Tamil Nadu is not.
No, you asked about Tamil Nadu, so I gave the answer about Tamil Nadu. I don't want to isolate any state.
And also there is a request from Tamil Nadu that there is a review about the Loco parents, farmings and everything there.
That is exactly as per rules. I can give full details of that. See, sometimes people try to take political advantage of a situation which is fictional, which is not existing in real life. The way the Loco pilots work, they are very integral part of the railway family and very important members of the railway family is done as per the Railway Act and as per the rules of 2005, HOER rules of 2005. As per those rules, in a week, Loco pilots should not work more than 54 hours. Right? The current norm is 52 hours in a week. There is a particular protocol for rest. That protocol is meticulously followed, which is if it is an outstation rest, then for less than 5 hours duty, number of duty plus 1 hour. 5 to 8 hours duty, 6 hours. 8 plus hours duty, then 8 hours. And whenever a pilot comes to headquarters, there has to be a 16-hour rest, and if it is a periodic rest, which is 30 hours 4 times in a fortnight. Right? 30 hours 4 times in a fortnight. So all these methodical, I will repeat, the Loco pilots are basically coming under the continuous category of work. There are 4 categories. Continuous category, intensive category, essentially intermittent category, and excluded from these things. These are the 4 different categories. Then comes the Railway Act section 132, which limits the number of hours of work a pilot is supposed to. That limit is 54 hours. Loco pilots should not work more than 54 hours. So we have prescribed 52 hours. 52 is less than 54, so within the law, within the rules. Out of this, 48 hours are for duty and 4 hours for preparatory work. Right? Then whenever there is an outstation rest, it has to be, if it is less than 5 hours, then number of hours of duty plus 1 hour. 5 to 8 hours duty, then 6 hours rest. 8 hours duty, then 8 hours rest. Correct? And whenever a pilot comes to headquarters, there has to be a 16 hours rest, and if it is a periodic rest combined with a periodic rest is 30-hour rest 4 times in a fortnight. Then 30 hours rest. Correct? Now, the data which is there in the month of June 2024, the average duty hours are 7.7 hours. In case of goods pilot, there is longer period 8.4 hours. In case of mail express, 5.9 hours. Passenger, 5.6 hours. Now, till 2016, there was a 10 plus 2 hours working day, which means 10 hours duty, and it can be extended depending upon the exigencies of the situation. Another 2 hours. Right? Because train is traveling from one place to another, there will be certain situations. In 2016, our government reduced this to 9 plus 2 hours. 10 plus 2 was reduced to 9 plus 2, 11 hours outer, right? The average time from wheel roll to wheel stop means the total duty is considered from the point of sign on to sign off. But let's say pilot is signed on, train is coming after half an hour, so that half an hour is also counted as duty hour. The actual wheel on to wheel off or wheel roll to wheel stop, that average is 5.4 hours. Correct? That average is 5.4 hours. Now I will come to the facilities which have been given. Before 2014, not a single running room was air conditioned. Running room is the place where the drivers rest, loco pilots they rest. Not a single one was air conditioned. Now all the 558 running rooms are air conditioned. All the 558 station running rooms are air conditioned. AC cabs and locomotives. Now more than 7,000 locomotives are having air conditioned cabs. It's not complete because the total number is about 20,000, but continuously they are increasing the air conditioning of the cabs. New design locomotives which have less vibration, ergonomic seats, better working conditions in the cab. Now 7,286 locomotives are new design locomotives. That number was hardly 700 before 2015.
Sir, in this budget,
Just one second. Special simulators are being given for training the loco pilots. Subsidized knee, foot massages are also given, which is our opposition party was laughing at it. But this is very important because pilots stand and the conditions are very difficult conditions in which they work. So that's why at the running room, foot massages have been purchased and given to them. So that they have been given yoga mats, they have been given times, spaces for meditation and resting in a very proper way. See, this is a matter where we have to deal with this matter with sensitivity. We should see the working conditions and try to continuously improve the working conditions. This is not a matter which should be politicized. They are very integral part of the railway family, and we are committed to improving the working conditions for the local.
so now can the 4 crore youth will be given an employment opportunity that the coming years. What is the railway is the requirement of the new employment opportunity for their youth?
I would like to share.
Any plan you are developed any plan? How many youth will be selected from Tamil Nadu? Any chance of Tamil Nadu?
I would like to share with you the employment in the 2004 to 14 UPA period in railways. Recruitment in railways during the UPA period was 4,11,000. I'm rounding off numbers. 4,11,000. In Prime Minister Modi's period in railway in the 10 years, the employment from 2014 to 2024 is 5,02,000. 5 lakh people, 4 lakh versus 5 lakh. Then, just in the November and December of 2023, we completed a major recruitment exercise in which one exam, 1.26 crore people appeared. 1.26 crore. 211 cities examination was held. 68 days the examination was on. 15 languages the examination was conducted. Another exam, 1.1 crore people appeared. 1.1 crore candidates appeared. 191 cities, 33 days, 15 languages. Combined from these two exams, 1,30,581 people have been recruited. 1,30,581 people. Not a single company. Not a single company. People who want to politicize youth's future should stay away from this. This is not good. I would also like to say that there was a long pending demand that the railway recruitment should get annual calendar. Annual calendar has been published in 2024 beginning. 4 times in a year, different categories are being notified. This year, already 32,603 vacancies have already been notified in the railways, and a very methodical, systematic way for training, for recruitment is happening. We will continue this process. Thank you, friends.
Kerala will come. Kerala also will come. Kerala will come again. It will come again. No. Kerala will come again. Kerala will come again. What? One more league. Two different leagues. 5 minutes. You start with the Tamil Nadu people? Yes, sir.
This meeting is being recorded.
1 minute. Can take question for Tamil Nadu? No, sir. That the link has come. They are ready. He will come, sir. He will just switch the thing. Okay. बता दो. Minister is 1 minute. No, it is not to be, sir. Minister, that's just announcement. Minister is going to come for the Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu முடிச்சிட்டாரு. கேரளா திரும்பி வருவார். Another 5 minutes, 10 minutes. அடுத்த லிங்க்ல வந்துருச்சு. அது முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் சார் will take all the questions, local questions தமிழ்நாடு. அதனால இப்போ again மினிஸ்டர் வந்து கேரளாக்காக வருவார். கொஞ்சம் பொறுத்து. No, next room, different rooms. So state wise media को बिठा दिया सर रूम में. So 22 rooms. नहीं सर दो भी कर्नाटका तमिलनाडु साथ में बैठा है. केरला एंड ऑलमोस्ट लिस्ट 11 रूम में बैठ रहा है इसी तरह का रूम. ये हो गया सर. अच्छा अभी 7 तेलंगाना एंड केरला हमारे जस्ट टाइम हो गया लेकिन ही इज जस्ट स्विचिंग द रूम. तेलंगाना केरला वाला तो हमारे पास भी आना चाहिए था. ये सर केरला लिंक में हम भी बैठा है, वो DRM भी बैठा है. नो
He has gone to Telangana and Kerala. No?
Yes, sir.
That means he has yet not started.
Not started, sir. इसलिए सर उनका चेयर कैमरा में लिंक है, but sir has to join physically.
But it is the same room.
Same room नहीं सर.
अच्छा, it's a different.
अलग रूम है सर. वो we connected in both sir, 2 computers है. हम switch किया immediately.
तो ये सब कहाँ पर रेल भवन में INB में?
ये रेल भवन है सर.
इतने रूम कहाँ से आ गए? अच्छा ये है ना?
ये CRB रूम है.
रिपीट भी किया है.
हाँ वही है सर. उसके बाद वो चेंज कर दिया. कि पूरा रेलीकोट रूम ही ना सर. सर्किट. Actually, we could not do sir because data बहुत कम है हमारे पास.
क्वेश्चन से बता दें.
Next tomorrow once Pingu comes, we will give details.
एक और रिलीज है.
हाँ yes.
As always, Kerala has got a very good allocation this year. Compared to the UPM period of 2009 to 2014, where the allocation was 372 crore per year. This year, Prime Minister Modi ji has allocated 3,011 crore rupees for railways in Kerala. I wanted to share this good news with you, so that's why thank you for visiting, for coming to this meeting. Kerala is now 100% electrified, and the ongoing projects are worth 12,350 crore rupees. In the state of Kerala, 35 stations are being redeveloped fully as a part of the Amrit Station program. I will like to read it, but in case I make any mistakes in pronunciation, you will troll me, so I request you to read it.
35 stations will be developed as Amrit Station. Alapura, Annadipur, Angamadipur, Kaladi, Sarakudi, Changanasheri, Chennai, Sirayinkedu, Ernakulam Town, Ettumanu, Sarakudi, Changanasheri, Chennai, Sirayinkedu, Ernakulam Town, Ettumanu, Salok, Guruvayur, Kannur, Kasaragod, Kayakulam Junction, Kollam Junction, Kollywood Main Station, Puthiya, Mavelikara, Neyyattingara, Nilambur Road, Vachapalam,
Paranangadi, Payyanur, Punalur, Shormur Junction, Talaseri, Thiruvananthapuram, Thrissur, Tiruvalla, Trippunithura, Vadagara, Varkala, Varakandi. Okay.
We are sharing this. We will be sharing this list. So this is very good. I also want to share with you that a record number of 106 flyovers and underpasses have been constructed in Kerala in the last 10 years. This also is a record number, 106. So funds have been allocated almost 8 times what the UPA time allocation was. UPA time was 372, now it is 3011, right? 3011 crore. Now the question is, how do we expedite the projects? To expedite the projects, we need the support of the state government. There are lots of land acquisition issues, which of course will be there in every project. But we request the state government to give special emphasis for railways, because railways affects the lives of so many people. And especially in Kerala, where the projects are, where the railway dependence is much higher because of the density of population. I'll stop here and take questions.
What about Sabri line?
Sabri line, I think I explained it in the parliament today.
Yeah.
The thing is, the old alignment, Angamali to Irumali, that alignment is 111 kilometers, and that is about 25 kilometers short of Sabri line. A new alignment proposal has come, which is from Chengalur to Pamba. Chengalur to Pamba, which is just 5 kilometers from the shrine. So we are preparing evaluating this new alignment. Once the new alignment survey is completed, then we can take a call which alignment is better. And in any case, on the old alignment, Angamali to Erumali, that alignment, the land acquisition is not progressed at all.
Regarding your statement of your machine and the United States is there a good railway?
Overall, in the state of Kerala, we require 459 hectares of land. For the railway, 459 hectares, HA. And we have got about 62 hectares for railway lines. All the projects. I'm giving a total number. It's there in the answer also. Parliament questions answer, it is there. If you download it, it's there. As we live to provide.
Is there any special aspect for Loco merchant road?
So I will not be able to go in individual projects. See, what I can share with you is, with a lot of responsibility, is that whatever funds are required will be provided. Question is, we have to work in a cooperative federalism mode, where the center is willing to work and the state has to come forward and provide the support which, as per the constitutional arrangement, only state can provide. Right? So that has to come from the states. See, I'm saying once again that individual projects that may not, because then there are other states also waiting. I have to go one by one to all the states. You don't worry, wherever required, second line, third line, you see the progress in the state for the doubling of the major corridor which is there from north to south. You have seen the progress. That progress is very good, very rapid compared to the past. That because we are pushing very hard. Every regular follow-ups are there. Regularly, people are meeting the project authorities on the state government side. So that impact is that emphasis is there.
Sir, Kerala government has submitted proposals for the silver line. The government is waiting for the approval. What is the answer, please? On that issue.
I haven't heard it from the state government for some time now.
Sir, would you please
New question. Yes, like
what about
Redevelopment is very close to Nemo, right? So connectivity has to be seen in a proper way so that the city also doesn't get choked, right? The economic activity which will come to the state also comes. So we are evaluating that and very soon we'll come out with that.
Sir, what is the status about the straightening project and the speed enhancement?
A lot of work is there, but that also requires from the state government, we require support on the, because so many places the habitations are right next to the railway line. So that requires a lot of support from the state.
There was an unfortunate incident with one sanitation worker died by here.
Our general manager and DRM, they have given the actual facts of that already. The DRM and GM, they have already given the details. So let's focus on the budget today. They have already given full details to us. Right? See, the demand for general compartments is an issue which we have already addressed. This year, we are manufacturing 2,500 additional general coaches, and in the coming 2-3 years, we'll be manufacturing about 10,000 extra general coaches. That will significantly reduce the crowding in the general coaches. Cleaning work is, of course, it all depends upon a lot of factors, and cleaning is also improving day by day. You must have seen it in many parts. Cleaning also is improving. The question was basically the demand is higher, so we have to increase the supply.
Sir, I have some news about that.
Well, sir, why should you believe rumors? You are senior, most intellectually enlightened people. Why should you listen to such rumors?
Sir, you saying that it's not about
I was surprised when somebody asked me this question. I was like, from where something can be created?
Yes, or not?
State minister.
State minister or
Which state ministers? You asked them from where they got this. It's surprising. It's like creating something out of nothing. Right? They make so very cold. Why are you making this so cold? Not a single. This is again very motivated propaganda. Not a single train has been, see, the trains run in a timetable, right? Trains run in a timetable. So which means at every station there are slots of time which are defined. Right? That's how a 24-hour period, God has given us 24 hours in a day. We divide it into multiple slots. Then in every slot, which train will pass is put in the timetable. That's how the timetable gets prepared. Whenever any train, new train is added, the entire timetable is revised. Right? And as per the availability of the slots at every location, the timetable is readjusted. So there is no question of one train affecting other trains' punctuality. That is as per the timetable. There would be
all the long running trains from Kerala, they are always running late.
Kerala has actually the entire, I would say, the Southern Railways has among the best punctuality standards in the entire country. It's very high level of punctuality which the Southern Railways maintains. One reason is the goods traffic in the southern part is lesser compared to, let's say, many other parts of the country. So that way, and the network is very professional, people have a very strong work ethic, all those things are there. So those things have been already factored in. Southern Railway is one of the best work ethics.
The purpose of a supply tax for the goods.
No. We haven't seen any. I addressed that. 2,500 extra. I said that 2,500 extra coaches are being manufactured in this year and 10,000 in the subsequent 2 years, 3 years. So we will see significant amount of increase in the number of children.
Existing trains or additional trains?
Existing trains we are adding. Because every new train means new path is required. Right? New slot, I was explaining this 24-hour cycle, new slot is required. I think already, how many are running? 3 or 2? 2 are running. Already 2, which is highest for industry, which is very low. There is one political party in Kerala which has many MPs, which continuously attacks the Vande Bharat train, saying that it is not required. Ask them whether they require or not. Kerala needs more trains, and that is why we need to increase the capacity. To increase number of trains, we have to increase the number of tracks. Track capacity is very badly needed to be increased in Kerala. That's why our big thrust is on increasing the track capacity. That's why again and again we are pursuing land acquisition so that the tracks can be constructed. That's basic, right? If you have more tracks, then you can run more trains. And ideally, we would like to have a situation where people are very comfortably traveling from north to south and south to north, because Kerala is like one long corridor from north to south. So it becomes very easy to plan the transportation. It's a very logical way of planning the transportation corridor, right? So that's why we are focusing on doubling, third line, tripling, making sure that the curves can be reduced. All those actions are basically focused towards increasing the capacity of this corridor. Once we have increased capacity, we can run many more trains. So please request from your side also, whenever you meet the state government functionaries and political leaders, please request them to support the railways in constructing more tracks. I can assure you one thing, that funds will never be a constraint. Funds will never be a constraint.
You are continuously doing the state government. If you take the case of highway development, there is a central state work together.
And we are also working together, that's why.
Case of railway is not that way.
No, we are working together, and our spirit, our Prime Minister's spirit is that we have to have cooperative federalism. So that's why we are continuously pursuing the state government, and of course railway projects are much more complex, so we require much more support in terms of law and order, in terms of continuous, and many places the habitation is very close to the railway tracks, so that's why the support is more. We are not blaming it. I am not blaming. Our point is for the people of Kerala, right? That will be, I think we'll be able to achieve that much. But we can do much more is what I'm saying. Good? Thank you.
camera, right? Camera.
Can start the questions.
நீங்க கேட்கலாம், கொஸ்டின் கேட்கலாம்.
Kerala first.
தமிழ்நாடு அப்படியே பிசிக்கலாக எடுத்து கீழே வச்சு அந்த டேபிள் வச்சு go ahead. Yes. Any questions? From there you can start.
Sir, 6,362 crores for this year. What is your plan for Tamil Nadu particularly?
Individual project wise layout, individual project wise outlay we will give, CPRO will give soon.
Any special plan, sir?
Special means we have undertaken major redevelopment of many stations in the state of Tamil Nadu. The major ones, total there are 77 stations, out of which the major ones means there are two categories. One is like complete redevelopment and other is augmentation. So complete redevelopment we are undertaking at Egmore, then Chennai Central, Kanyakumari, Katpadi, Madurai, Rameshwaram, Tambram, Tirunelveli and Kumbakonam. So these projects will be completed in next 2 to 3 years. And their cost is in the range of 150 crore to Egmore is the highest 700 crore and other projects are in the range of 150 crore to 300 crore. So most of them are in progress, some are in the final stages of sanction and very soon they will also be sanctioned like Tirunelveli, Kumbakonam and Tambram and Coimbatore. So thereafter we will undertake contract and tendering process for them. Apart from that, we have already completed almost all the lines 100% electrification except few kilometers which will be completed in this year. Major amongst them will Ramanathapuram to Rameshwaram and Pamban Bridge, which the old Pamban Bridge had to be closed for safety reasons. Now it is going to be completed in by September end, and from 1st October we are expecting to restore the train services to Rameshwaram, which is hitherto now we are taking the trains up to Mandapam. So now from 1st October onwards the trains will go full up to Rameshwaram. And Rameshwaram station is also undergoing a major redevelopment. And in 25-26 we will complete the Rameshwar station redevelopment also. Besides, the electrification from Ramanathapuram to Rameshwaram is also going on, which will be completed by December. So with that, other than this Nilgiri Hill Railways, almost all the Tamil Nadu will be electrified by March 25. In last 10 years, Tamil Nadu has witnessed major push in the railway projects, and this pace has further increased. So as you, Honorable Minister has told you, this year's capital allocation for various railway projects is 6,362 crore. And he also correctly mentioned that there is no dearth of funds for any railway project, and in the coming year we will be completing many more projects, details of which will be given. Now our major focus is also on road over bridges and road under bridges. But many of the road over bridges you must have also seen, Our part of the road over bridge is completed because this road over bridge project is jointly funded and jointly executed by railways and the state government. So railway portion is executed by railways and the approaches both sides are done by the state government. So about 40 ROBs we have completed our portion, but state government's approach portion is held up for want of land acquisition by state government, and we have held several meetings now. In a focused way, state government is working towards fast tracking the land acquisition of those road over bridges, and we hope that in next 2 years all these pending 40 road over bridges in which railway portion is already completed, approaches will also be completed and these will be commissioned and a great relief will come to the public. And any other questions you can take?
What about Egmore, sir? Egmore renovation process?
Egmore is already, I told you, Egmore already work is awarded to a contractor, and for the last about 1 year plus the work is going on. So the progress is about 20%. And it is likely to be completed in 2026, middle of 2026.
Sir, when will complete the 4th lane? These two, of course, sir. So when will you complete the 4th lane between Chennai, Egmore
and beach? Can't they see you, sir? September. By middle of October it will be opened.
Sir, Tamil terminal project is long back 10 years old. When
Tambram, there are two things. One, work is already going on to increase its capacity to run more trains. That will be completed by this middle of August.
I'm asking about
Redevelopment. Redevelopment, already we have prepared the DPR. It will be submitted in next 10 days. And the Ministry of Railway is considering this project to be done on PPP mode. Means we will give permission to the developer to not only build a station, he can also develop commercial buildings on the vacant plot, and also he can add airspace over the station building for commercial use. So he will partly fund this project from commercial exploitation, and partly it will be funded by railway. So that sanction will be coming. I think sanction will come by October, and October this year the sanction of the project will come. Then the bidding process and all will take another 8 months because it's a PPP project. So a lot of documentation is required. And after 8 months means from June 25 onwards we expect to start the project. It will take 3 years.
Sir, do we have a plan for adding new rail routes or introducing new trains in Tamil Nadu like Vande Bharat for this year, this budget?
Already all major routes we are running Vande Bharat, and besides we are already in process of doing 10 new line projects. So these details will be given, share with you. Major one be Tindivanam Tiruvannamalai, Tindivanam Nagari, Attipattu Puttur, Erode Palani, Chennai Kodalur via Mahabalipuram, Madurai Tuticorn, Sri Parambadur Gudavancheri, Morapur Dharampuri, Rameshwaram Dhanushkuti, and direct connectivity at northern end of Karaikal Port. So these are the major projects which are already sanctioned and work is going on. Other than there are many more, complete list will be shared by.
So the minister
Wait. Others, let others ask. Not one. Please ask.
The minister referred to non-availability of land. They said of 2,749 hectares, only 807 hectares have been made available by the state. how many projects are affected?
One major project which is affected for want of land is Rameshwaram Dhanushkodi.
Most of the land is required for Rameshwaram Dhanushkodi.
Most of it is there. And other, that state government has its own reservation, ecological point of view. So it's not because their process is not going on, it's not that. They have a reservation about, the ecological sensitivity of that area. So this project, so they are viewing it from different point of view. So we are in discussion with them. And other than that, most of the cases, land acquisition is in process, going on. But the process itself is, slow. So I won't say that state is not cooperating. State is fully cooperating. The process of land acquisition itself is very tedious and long drawn. So it takes about 2 to 3 years for acquiring the land.
So what about Kilambakam new suburban station?
What do you want to ask?
New bus stand.
The DRM sir.
It's progressing now. We have started building construction and addition of 2 lines. That will be completing by next year, 2025 March.
2 new lines.
2 lines. 2 lines.
So that you can stop and run more trains to Kolambakam.
So when will the station construction be over for Kilambakam?
Land to be handed over by state government. That's the way for them. Otherwise, we'll be ready. And actually, they are proposing to construct a station building part by them only. So that issue is now sorted out last week. So that will go on parallel.
So we get requests from passengers to add more unreserved coaches. Is it possible we can add, or is there any plan to add unreserved coaches to express and?
Overall, in Indian Railways, we were short of general coaches. Now we have changed the production plan. Now we will be producing more general coaches, as the Honorable Minister told. So each train which is having about 2 general coaches will be augmented by 2 more general coaches. So each train will be having 4 general coaches instead of 2. So that will take care of overcrowding issues.
So
but it may take time, maybe 6 to 8 months.
Could you explain what is the status of the 4th terminal in Villivakam?
No, it's not Villivakam. Now we have revised the site to Perambur, where sufficient railway land is available. So the master plan has already been prepared, and we are also planning to have 2 lines, independent lines from Perambur to Ambattur, 5th and 6th line. So that these 2 lines will cater to the new terminal. So this is already, master plan has been developed. Now we are doing the survey for these 2 lines, 5th line and 6th line between Perambur and Ambattur. Once we complete the survey and ascertain the feasibility, then we will send the proposal for sanction. So after sanction, it will take about 3 to 4 years. So sometime maybe in 2028, new terminal should come up in Perambur.
What was the reason we dropped Villivakam, sir? Because initially we identified it to be the
Villivakam, we don't have adequate land, no? And
the last time we interacted, you said land availability is not a problem in Villivakam.
Location is same location. Actually, it is near to Villivakam station. That's why it's called in between.
So originally
it is just short of Villivakam. Perambur is next station only. Perambur is a better location for having a terminal. Operationally as well as from public point of view.
What is the land availability there like, sir, in Perambur?
Perambur, we have lot of railway land available, and very little or almost nil land will be required to be acquired.
Would there be any constraints in developing the terminal there, sir?
No, sufficiently big terminal will be created.
So once this 5th and 6th line process is over, you will come in?
5th and 6th line survey is going on. We are still ascertaining the feasibility of 5th and 6th line, so that this new terminal we can start more trains so that it will not overcongest the existing 4 lines between, up to Ambattur, they will run parallelly, and then from Ambattur onwards they will join the main lines. So,
when can we expect the survey to be over, sir?
I think in next 1 month. So by maybe October we'll submit the DPR to Ministry, and we expect that sanction will come soon.
Sir, what about Dharmapuri, Gorakhpur? For the last year 100 crore allocated. This year how much funds allocated?
धर्मपुरी ये बताइए सीओ साहब.
Gorakhpur, Dharmapuri, as it already been said, we are having a problem of land availability. So we have planned it for 26-27. This year how much amount? Land is not available.
Land acquisition is still in process, so maybe in next 1 year we will get the land. So the work, physical work will start next year onwards.
Sir, 115 crore allotted. Is it enough for the 115 crore allotted?
Huh?
The amount which have been allotted for Tamil Nadu.
Huh.
Is it enough, sir? You are expecting?
Yes, this is enough.
Is it sufficient?
And it's not, final figure. If we demand more, we'll get more. There is no dearth of funds. The constraint is how much we can spend. So if more, faster we will get land, more money we can spend. Okay. Kerala now? Start.
Kerala is not there.
No.
DRM will answer.
Okay. Nobody from Kerala?
Is there some medias are mixed, sir?
Okay. Thank you.